A widespread misconception about Australia's housing crisis is that we have built homes faster than demand has increased. This myth stems from an article by the Australia Institute, which found that between 2001 and 2021, the number of homes in Australia increased by a greater percentage than the population. This has led various commentators to conclude that home construction has outpaced housing demand. However, this conclusion is incorrect for three reasons. First, housing demand is dependent on the age distribution of the population. For instance, children do not live in homes by themselves. Instead, they are legally required to live with their parents. Since 2001, the age distribution of Australia's population has changed to having a higher proportion of adults and a lower proportion of children. So simply comparing raw population and home numbers is misleading. However, there is an established approach to account for this, known as the propensity method. This calculates the number of homes required using the age distribution of the population and the propensity of each age group to form households. Performing this calculation shows that since 1996, the number of homes present in Australia has increased by 58.6%. However, the number of homes required to adequately house our population has increased by 61.3%. This 2.7 percentage point difference may sound small. However, it means there are approximately 300,000 homes fewer than needed. The second issue with the original claim is that the composition of housing in Australia has changed. Specifically, the percentage of apartments has grown from 13.1% to 16%. As apartments can accommodate fewer people than houses, the true shortage is greater than that calculated by the propensity method. The third issue with the original claim is that the living habits of Australians have changed. Due to increases in working from home and living alone, the average household size has shrunk. This further exacerbates the housing shortage. In order to end the housing crisis, we must eliminate this shortage. It is not enough to return to a pre-pandemic level of immigration, even with a higher construction rate, as this would take multiple decades to end the crisis. As a result, our petition calls for zero immigration until housing is affordable, with exemptions only if genuine shortages of clinical healthcare workers or skilled construction workers occur, or for other exceptional circumstances. If you agree, please sign the petition and share with others. Thank you in advance, and together we can end Australia's housing crisis.